Alright, well, let's do this. Hopefully everything's working. We'll have to... I need to double check my stream, make sure its audio is going to be working. Don't want to have audio broken, that would not be cool. Gotta hit the delay first. And doesn't look like I have audio. Audio is live. Yeti's live. Check, check. Test, test. Audio issues. Well, let's just test it on here just to make sure. Test, test. Oh, okay, so some with my computer. Alrighty, it is working. So, let's get started. Basically, I'm building a website called DevStream Live. The idea is similar to a website that I used to love using called Larastream. But Larastream now just shares a URL for the stream you're doing, which, you know, we can see how that works. I'll go ahead and put in my URL for my stream, and it basically right now all fields are required. Oh yeah. So my title is writing tests for DevStream Live. Looks like they got some issues with their thing, but theoretically their Larastream Twitter should have tweeted it. Maybe. Pin tweet. Larastream. Well, it doesn't look like it's working, so I don't know. Oh well, anyways, so Larastream used to be this awesome service that a lot of Laravel people would stream on, and let me see if I can get the lighting better here. A lot of Laravel people would stream on, but they stopped running it because they changed the API on them, which really messed with the site. So he's currently not working on it, and I decided to try to take it up, but use YouTube as the backing service. So that allows a lot of integrations to still work with it, and a lot of people are already familiar with how to use YouTube. So that's the idea. Right now we have a basic concept up. So this is the current live page. As you can see, the live stream that I'm doing right now is showing here. I uploaded some old streaming videos on here. When you go here, we don't automatically play the video, but the chat, oh, the chat isn't working. That's no fun. Oh wait, it might be because I'm using Brave and it might be blocking stuff. Let's turn this off. There we go, the chat's working, and since I'm logged in, we should be able to see the messages. So, the idea behind embedding YouTube chat was that a lot of people want to use Restream, and I wasn't sure if we got tailwind breakpoints, so I guess that'll be the first thing we fix. But a lot of people use like Restream or stuff like that, and I wanted to allow people to still use that, because otherwise I have to integrate with Restream if I run my own chat. So I decided to just embed the YouTube chat, which will be here when it's live, and then when it's not live, the plan is going to be eventually to implement some comments here. But the first thing we'll do is actually fix this breakpoint issue, because yeah, that's a little Tailwind helper code that I don't need in production. So we're gonna fix it. It's interesting that it's not. Oh, because I know where it is. Okay, so let's first go to fix that. So it is right here. Current breakpoint. Blah blah blah. So all this needs to get removed. I might do something like in the app blade, go ahead and include it, but only in development. But I think we'll just go with that for now. So let me get my get status, get diff. Yeah, we're just removing that. So git add all, git commit, remove tailwind helper, git push, and then we'll go ahead and we'll have to merge out the master and then push master out, which I guess I can do real quick, not a big deal. Alright, so develop, we'll just merge develop into master, and we'll push master, and then it should automatically update because I use Forge, and Forge has auto deploy turned on. So theoretically, might see some errors for a second here, and now it's gone. Yay! Alright, anyways, so the idea here is to write some tests to ensure that I want to make sure security is all good before we I release it out of beta. So I have a list of items that I want to make sure are good before I open the floodgates, so to speak. I'll bring them up here on my phone just so I know. So yeah, security is one of the things I want to do. Write some tests for that. There's currently not a good page for like if you're currently streaming. There's not a good page where like you can see everything and have like a studio type style that YouTube has. So I want to work on that. There's some form error issues. So if you let's just log in here. What's my fake account? Okay, fine. Actually, that's not going to work. Why are you yelling at me? Handoff can be completed. I wasn't trying to hand off. Okay. Users. I am in here. Password. We'll just set that to password hash and call it a day. How am I not logging in? Apparently I broke the system. Yeah, let's get out of this. It's broken. Network. All. Log in. 3 at 2. What is going on here? Password hash. Vincent Mitchell Gmail. A bunch of fake email addresses. Okay, I don't know, maybe I typed it wrong 15 times. Okay, so yeah, so basically when you create a screen, you come to this page. There's some like if you just hit submit here, obviously this is not good, error messaging, so I need to clean that up. I have that. I want to make sure that you can't create streams on other people's accounts. You also can't so this account is not mine. This is for Mr. Carl Moore, and we have a setup screen, and it says 404, which is perfect. But the setup screen is for streams that you run. And ingestion address. Oh yeah, because ingestion address is the yeah. So we'll just throw this in here real quick. But this is the stream setup screen. It's going to try to preload the video here, the preview. So when you go to start a stream, this is the page you come to. It helps you like set up your software. You can get your URLs and such. Then you hit test stream once you've started streaming, and it'll then load this preview window. Once you're good and you're ready to go, then you hit the go live, and that'll switch the actual stream to be go live. And then once you're done, you hit complete stream, and that'll mark it as complete. So this one's apparently not complete right now, because if we go here, it's marked as live right now. So it's one of these. Here you go. So now if we hit complete, yeah. So this is probably erroring out because it's hitting the actual server. So anyway, so right now I have 0 tests. Well, technically not 0, but it might as well be 0 because just the default ones that are built in. So we have the example test and unit test. So a lot of this has just been spiking on trying to get everything running and trying to make sure it's working like I expect it to. So we're going to start writing some tests. So let's do art make tests, and then we'll do stream tests. So the stream test, stream test controller. Oh, that's yeah. This is to change it to testing mode. Okay, stream test. Here we go. All right, so we want to test a stream can be created. Snake case that. Okay, so we're gonna need a user. Factory. So we got a user. We want to create a user. So we're gonna need a user, and then that user is going to hit endpoint. Let's just count this out. Hit endpoint to create stream, and then we want to verify stream created and is in ready status. So there's 4 statuses. There's ready, testing, live, and completed, or complete. And those are the statuses we transmit to YouTube as well, to make sure everything is working good. So yeah, so that's what the status is, but we want to make sure it's in this ready status. All right, so we have a user factory. We're actually going to need a user, arrange user, and then we're going to need like stream setup, stream keys, etc. And this is going to be kind of hard because right now we're using the YouTube interacts with YouTube broadcasts and live streams and videos. And so I have these traits on here that go on the stream. So let's open up stream real quick. So stream uses interacts with YouTube broadcasts, interacts with YouTube videos. So what's interesting is that the way YouTube works is that a broadcast is actually, like this video is actually technically a broadcast, not a stream. The stream is like the configuration options around your broadcast. So like for instance, you know, this setting up the live stream here is actually setting like the resolution to be 1080p, right? And I actually had problems getting this set up because my software wasn't set to 1080p and YouTube was complaining, and my code wasn't accounting for it. So, but anywho, the broadcast is actually what is actually the stream. So like, you know, here we go, and we're setting the broadcast status to live. And then this one's, you know, setting it to testing and getting the monitor stream and stuff like that. So a lot of this is going to have to be mocked or something, because we can't actually hit the real service with our tests, or rather we don't want to. And I'm really not good at figuring out how to do mocking or testing third-party endpoints. So I'm not sure how much we're going to get done tonight, but I might just cheat a little bit and just create a stream with the details. Yeah, so let's go into user factory. Let's create a so we have this, and is that consistent with our, I don't know if we can change the font on this. Fonts and colors, there we go. Auto, system mono, how about 18? That's the query window. We want this to be 18. Is 18 visible? My stream's not coming back yet. How about that? Anyways. Alright, so users, I don't think we added any, yeah, no extra things there. So this settings is what we really need to create, right? So the user, so we have settings, and it has one setting. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best method to do this. Should I create a setting factory, which probably makes the most sense, right? Yeah, so let's create a setting factory. Alright, make factory, setting factory. So, setting factory, and we'll put this over here, and I always like to do this. I open up the migration, and then I grab everything that I'm gonna need, and then I just paste it in here. And then I paste this here like this, and then I just remove that, and then I normally do like an empty string, right? So this will be factory user class, user live stream ID. So faker, actually I need like a, yeah, string random, what's the min max, wait, and generate, random, here we go. So length is what we need. So let's do YouTube's are what, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10. So let's just do 10. Stream key is kind of like a UUID. There's a UUID faker one. Let's see here. Formatters UUID. Alright, so let's just see if we can get a faker UUID. Ingestion address, we'll just do youtube.com. And resolution, we'll just make 1080p. Okay. So now we're back to our tests. So we have a factory and user settings. Yeah, let's just do settings equals factory setting class, and we'll create that, and we'll pass in the user ID. Of course, if you're streaming, you're not going to be able to type. So, all right. So that's setting. And if we run this, we get an error. User not found. Does this need to be imported? such table. We're not using refresh database. Okay, so risky test did not perform any assertions. That's fine. So let's just do some assertions here just to make sure. So this assert database has, table is users, data is good. And then we'll assert database has in the settings a user ID, whatever the user is, user ID. 2 assertions. Okay, so we're at least getting the data stored. All right, and this is giving us stream keys, right? Okay, so now we need to create a stream. So we probably need to log in as the user, right? So this acting as user, response equals this post. So we could create a stream. Has a title, description, start date, privacy, which privacy is like whether or not on YouTube the video is, or the video is listed. So yeah, unlisted means that the video would not show up on your profile, so it would really only show on DevStream Live. But like right now, if somebody went to my YouTube profile, this one's public that I'm streaming right now, so it would actually be shown on my profile on YouTube as well. But you can make it unlisted if you want. You got the broadcast ID, which is like the unique ID of like a YouTube URL. And so that's what we're actually using for these URLs, is like the actual URL here. So like, for instance, if I go back to this might be the actual URL for, yeah, so this is like one of my old streams. It's muted right now, but like this is the exact same, stream or whatever. So it's, I just like pasted it in there because I can look up my own URLs or whatever. And this one didn't work because the stream's probably already complete, so that's why you couldn't set it. But it uses these, so we can either just grab some or whatever, but that's the YouTube broadcast ID. Thumbnail path, if you uploaded one, it'll be here. Currently the form requires you to upload one, but eventually I'm going to make that to where you don't have to, and it'll just default to the DevStream Live one, like a default one. And then yeah, so basic stuff here. I think what I'll do is I'll create a factory for that as well. So artisan make factory stream factory. Oh, factory already exists. There you go, look at that. So I already have a stream factory. So if we can just generate a stream then. But really we need to do it from the endpoint, right? So we want to post to route streams dot create, probably stream, yeah, slash streams create, and the name of that is streams dot create. Post to streams dot create, and we're going to be posting data. That data is in the streams controller create method. I'm sorry, the store method. So this is what we need here. Yep, stream test, here we go. Alright, so title is my test stream. Not much of a description here. Start. So start is when it's supposed to start. Listed is the whether or not it's listed or unlisted. So I think we have, it's a boolean, so we'll leave that as true, and thumbnail is required, which is a file. So see, it's required for validation but not required otherwise, and it's so how do you I guess we're going to Google Laravel test file upload. I don't think I've ever actually messed with a file upload. Look at this, Eric Barnes got us going. Storage fake avatars. Laravel uses testing file upload two fake methods. Only upload file storage from class. Oh, look at this. Nice. So theoretically we can storage fake. Do you have to have it, or is it nullable? Disk null. So I think what we want is the public disk though, because that's where we put it. And I don't want it in the stream controller, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, store public. So storage fake public. And then here, what do we got? We got uploaded file fake image. Right? Let's just do an assertion, I guess, here. Assert exists. Undefined method. Assert exists. So this must have been, I mean, it is old. So let's see. Laravel assert exists storage. This is old too. Mocking. This is docs 7x mocking storage fake. Storage disk photos assert exists. Okay, well maybe it's my IntelliFence. Unable to find a file, path thumbnail to JPEG, fail to certain that false is true. Stream test 48. So here it couldn't find the image even though this was there. Let's do response assert successful. Because we kind of want to fail otherwise. 405. 405. What is a 405 code? Method not allowed. This post route stream's great. Oh. We did not pass the user. Well, you should be getting that stream controller. Yeah. It's getting that from the authenticated user, which is good. Method not allowed store. Create. Oh, post to streams. That's our problem. We are not posting to streams. Streams.store. $500. Okay, well that's good. That's better. This without exception handling. Alright, what's the problem? Refresh token must be passed in or set as part of set access token. Oh, so yeah, so the problem is when we're creating a stream, we create here and then we set up broadcast, right? And set up broadcast is on the interacts with YouTube. Yep, let's see. So now we're into like mocking a trait or faking a trait or something of that nature. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Time to go back to Google. Mocking trait methods with mockery. Here we go. Approximate usually person comes from some mock, so internal calls within a class. This cannot be mocked. If you have no final method, you can still use normal, partial mock, or pass mock. Mockery, make partial, should receive trait foo and return intermediate. Mock foo. I feel like I never understand mockery. Yes, PHP mockery is what I meant. So, mock objects, simple example. In temperature class, we want to mock surface should receive read temp. Temperature test. Okay, test. So you're mocking the service should receive this 3 times and return this. So let's see. Let's try it. So we want to mock stream and partial, right? Partial. Okay, partial mocks. There we go. So let's see. Before we do this, we want mockery mock stream. Mock bubble, I'll make partial. Make partial. Okay. And this is my mock equals. So mock. So should receive is create partial mocks. Testals. Create test stubs, stubs mocks, spies, stubs and mocks create a same difference between two. Stub only returns a preset result when called, while mock needs to have expectations. Okay, so I really want a stub, I guess. Stubs and mocks are created by calling mock. To create a stub or mock with no name, we can call a mock method with no parameters. Okay, class is abstract, blah blah blah. Like to implement desired interface. Spies, mocks for spies, partial testables. Okay. Partial is going to stub out set expectations on some methods of class running actual code for other methods. Run partial testables. Mod foo make partial foo. So this is should receive foo and return it. So should receive setup broadcast. Return. What does this even return? It returns this. Return. But I don't even know how to mock return self. And return self. And return self. So what about now? I assume we're gonna get a Google error again. Yeah, refresh token must be passed or set, blah blah blah. Let's just make sure we're not hitting it again after we do this. Set up broadcast and then we're redirecting. So, wrong button. So the mock is not working. And return. So I think I'm just gonna go die here. So we don't actually keep hitting the API, yeah. So if this hits, then we failed, right? So we mocked the stream class partially, theoretically. And yeah. Yeah, so he's like foo, he calls foo and gets 1, 2, 3. Should receive foo and return 4, 5, 6. Bar is still calling this foo and it's returning 4, 5, 6. Which is exactly what I wanted to do. Mock foo class make partial. Oh. It's like calling mock. I don't think I can do that. Anyways. I should receive. So the expectation for this has no effect. I should receive bar. In return. Oh, because it's like calling other stuff. Should receive bar. Foo. Same type of generate partial sweet specific element was unavailable to allow or expect calls to other methods will run the actual code directly, so stubs and expectations on those methods will not work. Yeah, is it because we actually want to mock this trait? Yeah, so we're still failing here. What if we take off the partial here? Yeah, we're still failing. See, this is when things get away from me, and I need some assistance, but I don't know anybody that can help me, and it doesn't look like anybody's on the stream. So, all right, well, it is 12 o'clock. I've been streaming for a little while now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Yeah, about 40 minutes or so. Didn't really get very far, but that's how it is sometimes. So I'll see if I can keep chugging on this and figure it out next time. So.